Greetings and welcome to something a little bit different here on the channel, something new, something that really I'm doing because at the moment I don't have time to do anything else. And it is a feature which I'm going to call Just Driving. And this is the car that I'll be driving here. And the idea is, I suppose it's kind of like a vlog. Is that what people call them? Vlog? Except of course it's not me talking to a camera, it's me talking to a microphone and playing a game like I'm normally doing, but this time it's going to be very informal, and I'm just going to kind of record me splurging my thoughts about what's going on the channel. It's going to be a little bit like Just Talk. For those of you who've been around the channel long enough to remember what Just Talk was, I am going to be doing proper Just Talks, but Just Talks take a little bit of time to put together as well, because I like to be a little bit more structured about what I talk about. Obviously, I show the channel stats and analytics, and show all of the history and things like that. So this isn't going to be that. This is just going to be me driving this beautiful machine here in a game called Jalopy, by the way, which I bought specifically for this purpose quite a while ago, and I've only just gotten around to actually recording this now. But look at this. This is a Leica here. Is this not a beautiful machine right here? We can pop the window open. We can pop the door open here. Look, we can actually pop the bonnet and have a little look. I think we're probably going to need to fuel this bad boy up. It might need some repairs and stuff. I don't think it actually does. I think it's alright. Let's just grab some supplies, we'll load it up, and then I'll start talking about the various things that I of course want to talk about. And that of course includes Hearts of Iron, which has been doing just kind of like super well. Look, oh, it's already fueled up, and it has a rich oil mixture apparently. Alright, fine. Well, in that case we don't need that at all. We'll just stick these things in the back, and then hopefully if we do have any issues along the way, we can jump out and we can fix them up. We'll take repair kit as well. I don't think we need any of that. Let's just leave it. I'm sure it'll be fine. In Jalopy, by the way, let's just sort of like, immerse ourselves for a moment. In the moment. That's my uncle over there, by the way. At least I assume he's my uncle. He might not be. We're in East Germany. We're going to go on a road trip. He wants to come with us, which is why he's got a flashing exclamation mark over his head. But if he does, he's just not going to shut up. He's basically just going to rabbit on and on whilst we're trying to talk, and it's just going to be annoying. So, sorry, uncle. I'm just taking your car. I'm going to go without you. So I hope that's okay. And even if it isn't, I'm still going to do it. So here we are. Look, let me just grab the keys. Stick them in the ignition. We'll start the engine. I need to select a route from the map. Look, he's talking to me. He's shouting at me. Yes, uncle. I know. I was just starting the engine in the hopes that I could get away from you. I shall select a route. The first leg of the journey is Berlin to Dresden. And we can either go somewhere where it's going to be raining, 420-kilometer drive with petrol along the way, or a 280-kilometer drive where it's going to be sunny, or a 350-kilometer drive. Let's take the 350-kilometer drive. It'll give me a little bit longer, and let's face it, I do have a bit of a tendency to ramble on about all sorts of nonsense, so this will hopefully let me actually get through everything that I need to. Jalopy is kind of it's a cute little game, I have to say. If I continue to do just drive-ins, then I might have to get another driving game. I don't know what. I don't really have any driving games at the moment, but there are ones around, I hear. So let's just do it. We're off. We're going to start our journey to Berlin, and I'm going to start chatting about what has been going on the channel and the big news on the channel at the moment, and in fact potentially what has brought some of you now watching this video to the channel has been Hearts of Iron 4, which has been not only a fantastic game that I've been having an enormous amount of fun with, but it has also just gone crazy on the channel. Like, compared to like previous videos and things on the channel, it has been getting an absolute mass of views, and it's really encouraging. I needed it as well. Running a YouTube channel, especially with the sort of frequency of updates that I try and maintain, basically daily uploads and sometimes multiple uploads in a day, is a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of effort, and we've got a really good core audience on the channel, and I'm really grateful to the people who come, every day and they watch videos, or they stop in from time to time and they catch up on the videos. And I could pretty much rely nowadays on a minimum of 50 views on a video, and most videos will get 70, 80 views in the end, something like that, which is really nice. But it has been kind of at that level pretty much since Christmas, and there have been a few things that have peaked during that time. Battle Brothers did very, very well as well. That started to pull in some extra traffic. We got a little bit of a bump to subscriber counts and stuff, and a lot of those videos got 200 views, that sort of figure. And of course, Stellaris, there was the Stellaris effect a month ago when I got the preview version of Stellaris as well. That gave the channel a nice little bump. But Hearts of Iron, wow. It's just left all of those things in the dust. I think the first episode is up around 5,000 views now, which is only about 1,000 views off of being my most viewed video ever on the channel, and it's only been around for like a week and a half or something. And that's going up against, I think, my map editor video for Stranded Deep, which has been on the channel for ages and ages and ages and gets kind of steady views because it's something that people search for, and it comes up in people's search results. So that's fantastic. I mean, I'm really thrilled about it, and also seeing the update, seeing the new subscribers coming to the channel, seeing lots of new names popping up, lots of people commenting, and even now, like 11 episodes in or something along those lines, I forget. It's still I think that episode went up yesterday. It's got like over 400 views already, and you only have to go back a couple of episodes, and you're up at sort of 700, 800, 900 views, 1,000 views. That's just unheard of on my channel. Like, nothing on the channel has ever had anything close to that level of sustained popularity. So that's fantastic. I'm absolutely thrilled to bits. I'm a little bit it almost leaves me a little bit nervous because I'm like, oh, what if I can't sustain it? What if it goes back to the way that it was? And it probably will go back a little bit. Like, let's be realistic about this. Hopefully a good number of the people who come and started watching the Hearts of Iron stuff will actually find other things on the channel that they like, but maybe they won't. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens on that. But nonetheless, it's been kind of the big channel news, and it's really been like exciting for me, and it's kind of reinvigorated my lust for more YouTubing, more and better YouTubing. Look, the engine is smoking. It heard me talking about lust. This is probably not a good place to stop and conduct repairs, so we'll just sort of forge on for a little while. We'll forge on. It'll be fine. We'll find like a lay-by. Maybe there's a petrol station up ahead. I mean, there is one on this route somewhere. In fact, that might even be a sign for petrol. Yes, petrol. Petrol this way. We shall go and fuel up the car. So that's been kind of like the big news on the channel. And I'm really excited to see how far that goes, and what else happens and all the rest of it. Like, let's just pop the bonnet. We need to pop the bonnet to fuel the car up. We'll also want our wallet here, which has got $100 in it, or possibly Deutschmarks, I suppose, as we are in the newly unified Germany. Pop the boot here. Oh yeah, by the way, it's like 1989. When did the Berlin Wall come down? It's terrible that I don't know, isn't it? Let's grab that. We need to do a little bit of repairs here, I think. Oh yes, look, there's definitely some repairs needed. We'll repair this, we'll repair that, and of course this, and that's it. That's all the repairs that I'm capable of making. Hopefully nothing else is in desperate need of repairing. Let's grab the fuel, and we'll fuel up our car up to 10 litres, or 9, as the case apparently is. Let's put that back. Good, close that. Can leave the door open. This is East Germany. Nobody's going to steal the car. Everybody's like super friendly around here. Case in point, look, in here, where we have to pay, because we're not going to steal the fuel, obviously. Hey there, you look a little lost. No, super friendly attendant person. Yeah, no, I said no, I'm fine. Stop talking to me. I just want to pay. Thanks. I suppose I could see if there's anything useful that we can buy. Petrol, another repair kit. Well, all right, you know what? Let's buy another repair kit. I want to buy this repair kit here. Please. Thanks. $15? Yeah, I can pay that. Excellent. Tar. See you later. I'm just off to Berlin, or Dresden, possibly. I think I started in Berlin. Now I'm going to Dresden. That's where I'm going. It's going to be great. Oh, by the way, if you've made it this far into the video, and indeed you want to help support the channel, one thing you can do, and one of the things that has helped that Heart of Iron video do as well as it did, is because I managed to get like a top-ranked review on Steam the day it came out. My day one review of Hearts of Iron did really well. Lots of people liked it. It's really helpful. It's really helpful for me when people do that, because obviously that then gives the channel massive exposure. Like, if everybody on Steam who looks at the Steam reviews sees my review, then they're that much more likely to click on it, to come to the channel. And I think that's where a lot of the fresh people have come from. I think that's where a lot of the new channel supporters and things have arrived from. And Yeah, it's really good. The downside of that, and what I mean, at one point when I first realized that that's what happened, right, on the Monday when Hearts of Iron came out, and I was like, oh, you know what, I managed to, let me just put my lights on, it's getting a bit dark. When I realized that that's what was happened, you know, and I'd managed to get this review that I literally posted like the minute the game went live, and then sort of tweeted about it, and a lot of you fine folks obviously went in there, liked that review, sort of, you know, marked it as helpful, which means that then obviously more people saw it, and more people saw it, marked it as helpful, and I think it was a reasonably well-crafted review. I tried to be a little bit funny, I tried to be a little bit informative, and then I posted a link to the video at the bottom of it. And it went down really well, and I mean, literally my channel went from getting, I don't know, like, you know, 10 views an hour, 15, 20 views an hour, to getting like 180. I mean, it just went through the roof. It was ridiculous. And that is really what has helped to drive the channel, or at least that surge really helped to drive the channel and really helped to mark that video as being something that, you know, people might want to find, and that then has a knock-on impact to search results on YouTube. Which is the other thing that's helped to drive traffic to that video, is that if you search for Hearts of Iron 4 gameplay, that's my targeted search term. Obviously, I'm not in for Hearts of Iron 4. That's really heavily contested. But Hearts of Iron 4 gameplay, I've got a page 1 ranking on that. It's not right at the top. It was quite close to the top for a while. It got pushed down. Actually, got pushed onto page 2 for a while, but then it came surging back again, thanks to hopefully everybody kind of like watching it. I'm not entirely sure what exactly. In fact, nobody's entirely sure exactly what affects those search results. It's basic search engine optimization stuff, and also things like deep linking and tagging. It's kind of complicated, but at any rate, the fact that it was able to maintain that ranking, I think, is what's helped continually feed in views, which is just as well because Steam, as I discovered, when a game first launches, they only show the most helpful they only show the most helpful reviews from the past day, which is great. So basically, I got a day of just surging views and loads of attention, and then it disappeared, completely disappeared. And the fact that actually, like I said, the video continued to do well on search results. We need to find the motel here before we can cross the border tomorrow. The fact that the video continued to do well on search results, I think, is part of what helped to drive that onward. Plus, I think just a lot of people found it on that first day, and then went on to watch all the future episodes and maybe tell their friends about it. I don't know. If you did tell your friends about it, then thanks, you're awesome. So yeah, it's kind of frustrating, right? But, and we're getting back around to exactly how you can help right now. After 7 days, it then switches to the Steam sort of most helpful reviews to the last 7 days. So basically, as of today, pretty much as I'm recording this, 6 p.m. There is another day's worth of opportunity, I think, for that review to generate a bit of traffic for the channel, because it's back. It's back. It's not the highest anymore, because some of the reviews that came in after mine, when, you know, others were more helpful, when others were being shown, generated a lot of helpful things on it. So mine is kind of, I think, 4th down or something. It's got 82% helpful. So if you've not already gone to my Steam review and clicked on this review was helpful, go do it if you want to help the channel. It really would be good. There's basically a window of opportunity of like a day when it's still going to be there. So, you know, after that, it's probably not going to matter so much. Maybe when we get to a month, it might come back for a day again. But frankly, it's a bit frustrating the way Steam do this. I don't know if it's really worth putting in the effort for future games. But then that said, the surge of interest that it generated for the channel really was amazing. I'm pretty sure this is the motel, by the way. We're just going to park here. So I'll put a link in the description below if you want to go and check out that review and mark it as helpful. Then that'd be great. We'll see. I mean, you know, I'm not expecting any great things. I think we kind of got the most out of it already. Look, I've left the lights on. Let's just turn the lights off. Hold on, let me get back in the car. I'm going to turn the lights off. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get a lot more out of it, but it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to experiment with that. And, you know, maybe, like, the thing to do is for future games, especially where I get the preview release and I can get a day 1 review up, you know, if I can get a bunch of people to come and like my Steam review and sort of start that snowball effect, then we can sort of, we can generate a bit more interest for the channel, drive a few more people to the channel, and, you know, it would be great. It would be great to get, if even just sustaining the level of stuff, the level of interest, the level of views the channel has been getting over the last week, would be fantastic, because basically, you know, it's just great for the channel, it's great for the exposure, We had like a day where I got 81 new subscribers in a day from just, I'm pretty sure again, it was pretty much just that Steam review. Since then it's dropped down to a more sensible kind of 25 type subscribers a day, but that's still way above what I've been getting recently because I stopped doing a lot of sort of Twitter spamming and things like that. So yeah, there we go. That's it. That's probably like the main thing that I wanted to talk about on this Just Driving. We're about 18 minutes in, so that's probably a good place to wrap this episode up. I've arrived in a hotel. There is lots of other things that I want to talk about on the channel. Way back now, when there was a little bit of a gap of content on the channel, it was because my computer managed to fall apart. Microsoft decided that it was about time that I had Windows 10 and sort of forced an update, trashed my partition, caused me all sorts of difficulties and a bit of heartache as well, actually, if I'm honest, because I lost one of the reasons why Medieval Engineers hasn't been back. I know old-time viewers of the channel might be asking what happened to Wizard in the Woods. I lost my Medieval Engineers world altogether. I still have the Wonder Workshop because I had a backup of that, but I lost the Wizard in the Woods save, and I haven't had the impetus to be able to go back and start a new series. Something will be happening soon on that, so keep an eye out for news related to that. I also, even more heartbreakingly, I lost my Sunless Sea save. Wilberforce Weird has been lost at sea. I was absolutely gutted. Everything else was fine, but that one save really took the wind out of my sails, and I was like, I just don't know what to do now. Obviously, I can start a new Sunless Seas game. It was never that popular on the channel. I know that. I know there was, but of the people who did watch it, there were people who really liked it, and I suspect there were probably people who only watched that on the channel. Whether they're even still around or not, I don't know. So I'm not quite sure how to proceed with Sunless Seas. It's probably one of my favourite games that I've covered on the channel of all time. I just loved narrating that game. I thought it was just, I just had such fun doing it, and I thought the content was really good quality, although others may disagree. So I don't know, do I start again? Do I try and, obviously Sunless Seas has a random start, so like things will be in different places and stuff, but a lot of the actual text will be the same. You know, a lot of the adventures and things that you experience will be the same. So I don't know whether I should do that again or like just sort of play it off recordings for a little while to get to a similar kind of point, try and do the same things, try and search out the same locations and do them, and then sort of like pick it back up. I don't know. I still haven't decided. I definitely want to start covering Sunless Seas again before Submariner comes out, though, which is, I think, in the autumn, or the fall, if you're in the US. Yeah, if you have any thoughts on that, let me know. If you have any thoughts on anything else that I've been talking about during this Just Driving, or indeed any thoughts about the Just Driving format as a whole, please do let me know in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. If you want to see more Just Driving, what I might do if I do these kind of frequently is I might, rather than replying to all the comments in the comment section, maybe I'll do a little bit at the start of Just Driving, or maybe I'll have a little list of comments to reply to as I'm driving along. So you know, if you want to say something that I may or may not read out and or reply to in the next Just Driving, you can put that in the comments as well. But anyway, after all of that rambling, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Hopefully it hasn't been too dull and boring for you. If it has, well, tough. I mean, there's plenty of other content on the channel you can watch. I'm going to pay for my room. I'm going to be staying in room 2A tomorrow. In-game, thank you, I'll take that. Tomorrow in-game I will be continuing my journey into Eastern Europe. In real life, IRL, I don't know when that'll be. Could be later this week, could be next week, could be never. Who knows? But until then, 2A will be on the second floor, won't it? Let me just go and find my room. You know, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave, like, out here in the hallway. That just doesn't seem like the dumb thing. It doesn't seem very proper. Here we go, look. Hello? Anyone there? I've got my key. Oh, here we go. It's quite nice. Oh, it's big. It's much bigger than other rooms I've stayed in this game. Look at this. Got a couple of beds out wide, curtains, which are closed. I can, like, push my wallet towards the curtains in a freaky sort of way. We've got a cupboard. Nice little toilet. No bath or shower. A bit sketchy if you ask me. But there you go. Fantastic. All right, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I have been Weird Wizard, and I will see you later. And let me just very quickly add in post, because appallingly I forgot to do this during the actual video, for which I apologise, but a massive and heartfelt thank you to Matthew Barham and Norpal, who both became channel patrons this month, supporting the channel on Patreon. It means the world to me, obviously, so a massive thank you. I hope you find plenty of value and entertainment here on the channel for as long as you so choose to stay with us. So once again, a massive thank you to you, and of course to all the Patreon backers. Cheers all.